It's been a week since the first Sobeys news video was released. Since then, the story has broken to mainstream news. And it's been widely reported that 2 provincial privacy watchdogs have received data breach reports from Sobeys. According to the Canadian press, Quebec's Access to Information Commission confirmed Thursday it received the declaration of a, quote, confidentiality incident from the grocer. It said confidentiality incidents occur when there is unauthorized access, use, or loss of personal information, or any other breach of the protection of this information. They did not say if the data was from the customers or employees. Other than the confidentiality incident, what are the real-world consequences of the attack? Well, stores are ordering products using paper and pen. As for labels, a source inside Safeway says the sale prices are being written by hand, and the codes are being punched in by cashiers at the register. As for employee pay, Sobeys copied the hours from week 1, plus added a $100 tax-free advance. When the system is back up, they will sort out hours, and employees will be required to pay the difference between what they received and what they are owed. This is problematic for many Sobeys employees. Due to the hack, hours are being cut at some stores, meaning employees get paid less overall. One Sobeys employee told me they make $2 an hour below the living wage, and most employees work 2 to 3 jobs just to stay afloat. For those employees, many of whom are living paycheck to paycheck, the reduction in hours has been harmful. I received this copy of a ransom note from inside Sobeys. The notepad document had the following message: your data are stolen and encrypted. Your data will be published on Tor website if you do not pay the ransom. You can contact us and decrypt 1 file for free on this Tor site. It then says to download the Tor browser. The Tor browser is used to access the dark web, among other things. It then included a link to a website with a .onion domain. This domain is used for sites on the dark web. According to an article published on the 11th of November by Bleeping Computer, the type of ransomware used in the attack is called Basta. According to Gale, he's the program head of the Industrial Network Cybersecurity Lab at BCIT, Basta is a ransomware as a service, or MAS, short for Malware as a Service group. They seem to obtain network credentials from posting on the dark web, and apparently one of the modes of operation is to use a macro virus in Microsoft Excel to execute commands on the system. The commands execute to disable Windows Defender and other anti-malware on the victim's computer. He says since it likely moved laterally from system to system, there is a possibility that data was taken from the systems. The malware builds a command and control channel and copies data to a cloud server. Now, according to Unit 42, Basta uses double extortion as part of its attacks. To quote from them, the attackers not only execute ransomware, but also take sensitive data and threaten to release it publicly if the ransom demands are not met. The threat actors behind the ransomware deploy a name and shame approach to their victim, where they use a Tor site called Basta News to list all of the victims who have not paid the ransom. Sobeys is currently undergoing an ISP server replacement program in all their stores, as the old version of Windows is no longer supported. Some sources think the updated servers may have been the weak point in the system, although the timing may just be coincidental. I asked Gale about this claim, and he said, as system administrators are installing new systems, they sometimes get lazy, and they'll use weak authentication methods to facilitate the change. Sometimes they'll use weaker, less complex passwords than regular users are required to have, as they have to type the admin password all the time, and typing long complex passwords requires extra time and work. At the time of recording, most Sobeys and their affiliated stores are still out, and employees are working hard to deal with the outage and keep the shelves stocked and the groceries running. Have information about the hack? Shoot me an email or text me via Signal. Info is in the description and in the pinned comment.